7 grand voyages, massive treasure ships. What if Zheng He's fleets kept sailing and never stopped? In our timeline, after 1433, China's monumental expeditions ceased. The ships rotted, the maps were lost. But imagine a different decree. What if the Ming Emperor, instead of looking inward, saw an opportunity for unprecedented expansion?
Picture this: Zheng He's colossal treasure fleets, not just exploring, but planting flags. First, strategic ports in Southeast Asia, then establishing robust colonies along the East African coast.
Swahili city-states become vital outposts, integrating Chinese administration, technology, and language. The Indian Ocean transforms into an internal Chinese lake, its trade routes bustling with imperial vessels.
Further west, bypassing the Cape of Good Hope, the fleets venture into the Atlantic. South America isn't discovered by Spain in 1492, but by China decades earlier.
The Inca and Aztec empires encounter not conquistadors seeking gold and God, but a sophisticated, technologically superior power demanding tribute, integrating them into a vast, tributary imperial system. Their pyramids and temples might still stand, but adorned with dragon motifs and governed by imperial prefects.
Europe, still emerging from its dark ages, would find its horizons dramatically limited. Imagine Columbus setting sail, only to encounter a formidable Chinese trading post in the Caribbean, demanding tariffs on his tiny caravels.
The age of exploration, as we know it, simply wouldn't exist. Instead of European empires carving up the world, we'd witness a Sinocentric global order.
Chinese inventions like gunpowder, printing, and the compass wouldn't just trickle into Europe, they would define global development. Architecture, philosophy, even cuisine would be infused with Chinese influence across continents.
The Renaissance, if it happened at all, would be profoundly colored by Confucian ideals, its art possibly depicting legendary creatures instead of classical gods, its science geared towards practical application for a massive empire rather than individual glory. Fast forward to today. The official language of global trade would likely be Mandarin. Currencies would be pegged to a unified imperial standard. The internet, if it ever developed, would probably be managed by a centralized global entity, emphasizing collective good over individual expression. Democracy, in its Western sense, might be an obscure academic concept. Instead, a complex, meritocratic bureaucracy, perhaps enlightened, perhaps autocratic, would govern vast swaths of humanity. Global conflicts might be less about nation-states and more about internal factions within an enormous, interconnected empire. The world map wouldn't show distinct nations, but administrative zones, protectorates, and a vast central heartland. A single, dominant cultural narrative might prevail, leading to a profound sense of unity, or perhaps a stifling lack of diversity in thought and development. A world truly unlike our own. What other historical turning points fascinate you? Subscribe now and unravel more hidden histories with us.